We will now consider log number 5510 R1 by Mr. Garamendi. For what purposes, gentlemen from California, seek recognition?
I have an amendment at the desk.
Will the clerk please distribute the amendment? Without objection, the reading of the amendment is dispensed with. The chair recognizes the gentleman from California for the purpose of explaining his amendment.
Mr. Chairman, I don't know what to do here. You were kind enough, together with Mr. Smith, to point me back in the right direction for the amendment that actually was before us. I'm going to be very, very quickly. I'm going to take a minute or so. These three amendments really deal with one of the most profound and important elements of our national defense. This is the nuclear system. I think those members of the committee that have spent time on this, very, very thoughtful. There's a disagreement. Mr. Moulton just spoke to some of that disagreement a moment ago about how to deal with this. These weapons, if ever used, it's the game over. The game over. We can talk about, well, they're just going to be tactical and on, but the reality is, if ever used, the game is over. And this amendment that I spoke to earlier is one piece of that. And I want us to inform ourselves and to ask the questions, why are we proceeding with this? My view is that we can do better to provide for nuclear deterrence than the current ICBM ground-based systems, which ultimately are extraordinarily dangerous because they are at the ready, always, as was pointed out. And therefore, if there is an alert, there's less than, 10, 12, 15 minutes for the president to make a mistake to launch or not. We've had incidents in the past that were frightening if you were to spend time learning about those incidents. They can't be recalled. So I want us to be wise. I want us to think through this one, 400. Why 400? Well, because somebody wrote 400, and forevermore it's 400, without going to the details. I said I'd take a minute, Mr. Chairman. How about if I take 2.5 minutes? I yield back.
Gentleman yields back. Chair now recognizes the gentleman from Tennessee, Dr. Desjardins.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I oppose the amendment which would strike a provision in the bill that prohibits reducing the nation's intercontinental ballistic missile fleet below its current size of 400 missiles. I can't answer the 400 question. Maybe 399, maybe it's 401. We live in a round number world, so it's 400. Every year since 2016, Congress has included provisions in the Defense Authorization Bill to effectively prohibit any further reduction in our ICBM force. And the logic is very simple. Nuclear threats are growing, and now is not the time to make cuts to our ICBM fleet. That was true in 2016, and it's even more true today as China's ICBM forces continue to rapidly expand and may soon outnumber ours. An identical amendment was debated last year and was rejected on a strong bipartisan basis, 13 to 45. I would urge my colleagues to again oppose this amendment. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.
Gentleman yields back. Does any other member seek recognition of Mr. Garamendi's amendment? Seeing none, there's no further debate on the question. Occurs on the amendment now offered by Mr. Garamendi. So many in favor will say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no.
No.
Opinion chair, the noes have it. A recorded vote is not requested.